The sterile white corridors of the New Geneva Medical Station hummed with the quiet efficiency of advanced alien technology. Dr. Adam Chen adjusted his lab coat as he walked alongside his colleague. Dr. Mahin Vasquez toward the emergency bay where their latest patient waited. "Another human colony ship survivor?" Adam asked, glancing at the datapad in his hands. The Galactic Medical Consortium had been processing refugees from the destroyed Earth colony ships for months now, ever since the Zephyrian attack on the Outer Rim settlements. Mahin nodded, her dark eyes reflecting concern. "Third one this week. The consortium's been pretty efficient at cataloging human physiology, but something about this case seems different." They entered the medical bay where a young woman lay unconscious on the bioscanner bed. Her breathing was steady, but there was something ethereal about her appearance, as if she existed slightly out of phase with reality itself. "Standard procedure," Adam said, initiating the scanner sequence. "Blood analysis, genetic mapping, species verification. Should be routine." The Galactic Medical Scanner was a marvel of interspecies cooperation, a device capable of analyzing and treating over 47,000 known sentient species across the galaxy. Its crystalline core glowed a soft blue as it began its work, drawing a small sample of the patient's blood. What happened next would be discussed in medical journals across 12 star systems for decades to come. The scanner's harmonious hum transformed into a violent shriek. Sparks erupted from its control panel as the crystalline core began to pulse with chaotic colors that didn't exist in any known spectrum. The device shuddered, its advanced alien circuits overloading as they tried to process information that defied every known biological classification. "Species not in database," the scanner announced in its synthetic voice just before a brilliant flash filled the room and the entire unit exploded in a shower of exotic matter and burnt circuitry. Adam threw himself over Mahin, shielding her from the debris. Emergency alarms blared throughout the station as automated systems scrambled to contain what they assumed was a terrorist attack. "What the hell just happened?" Mahin gasped, pushing herself up from under Adam's protective embrace. Before Adam could respond, the patient's eyes snapped open. They weren't quite human eyes. There were too many dimensions to them, as if they could see through layers of reality that others couldn't perceive. "I'm sorry," she said softly, her voice carrying harmonics that made the air itself seem to sing. "I hoped the modifications would hold." "Modifications?" Adam stepped forward cautiously. "Who are you? What are you?" The woman sat up slowly, her movements fluid and precise. "My name is Elena. I was human once like you. But that was before the synthesis." "The what?" Mahin pulled out a backup scanner, a simpler device that could at least monitor vital signs. Even this basic instrument flickered and sparked when aimed at Elena. 300 years ago, my colony ship encountered something beyond the edge of known space," Elena explained. "Not aliens, something older, a consciousness that existed between dimensions. It offered us a choice, evolution or extinction." Adam felt his scientific mind racing. "That's impossible. Human evolution doesn't work that way. You can't just jump species barriers." Elena smiled, and for a moment Adam could swear he saw starlight behind her eyes. "Humans have always been different, Dr. Chen. Every species in this galaxy evolved along predictable paths. They developed technology, joined the consortium, found their place in the cosmic order. But humans? Humans have always been chaos incarnate." Security forces were gathering outside the medical bay, but Elena raised her hand, and the door mechanisms simply refused to respond. "Not damaged. They just decided they didn't want to open." "The entity we encountered had been watching the galaxy for millions of years," she continued. "It had seen countless species rise and fall, all following the same patterns. But then it found Earth, and it was fascinated. Humans were the first species it encountered that seemed to actively reject cosmic order." "You're talking about transcending physical limitations," Mahin said, her voice filled with awe and terror. "Becoming something beyond conventional biology." "The Zephyrians thought they were destroying human colonies," Elena nodded. "But we survivors, we're not the same species that left Earth. We're what humans become when they stop accepting limits." Adam stared at her, his mind struggling to process the implications. "The scanner explosion. Your medical technology is designed around the assumption that every species has boundaries," Elena explained. Physical laws, biological constraints, evolutionary limits. When it tried to catalog something that has deliberately transcended those boundaries, it couldn't compute the impossible. Maheen whispered. Elena stood and reality seemed to bend slightly around her. The consortium thinks it's dealing with human refugees. But we're not refugees, doctors. We're the future. And we're here to offer the same choice we were given. The lights in the medical bay began to pulse in rhythm with Elena's heartbeat. Through the windows they could see other human patients throughout the station beginning to wake up, each one causing nearby equipment to malfunction in ways that defied explanation. Evolution or extinction, Elena repeated. The Zephyrians chose extinction when they attacked us. The consortium can choose evolution. Adam felt something shift in the air around them, a sense of infinite possibility that made his human heart race with both fear and excitement. And if they choose neither? Elena's smile was sad but patient. Then humanity will continue to evolve alone. But the offer stands, for any species brave enough to step beyond the database of known limitations. As sirens wailed and the greatest medical minds in the galaxy scrambled to understand what had just happened, Adam and Maheen stood in the ruins of the scanner, witnesses to the moment when humanity officially became something the universe had never seen before. The explosion had been just the beginning.